Hey guys, and welcome back to this place, and if you're new, then welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are going to be watching Season 2, Episode 1 of The Dragon Prince, and it is called A Secret and a Spark. I am really excited to start Season 2. I loved Season 1. I thought it was really creative and inclusive and just really fun. It has sort of a BBC Merlin feel to it, in that sort of feel-good family kind of show that I really like. And yeah, I am just excited to see more of the show and these characters and all of that stuff. So let's just get into it. Wait. Oh, it's Amaya, right? Oh, she's by herself. Oh, nothing bad better happen to her. Also dead. Sunforged blade, right? Or fire dragon? Something like that.
Is kind and good. She's fearless, fast, strong.
And daring. Also daring.
Hey! Have you just been standing there the whole time?
Oh, don't let me interrupt. You were looking for another good word to describe me, right?
Well, I'll be sure to tell my stepdad how quite daring you are.
You're writing a letter. To the king.
He'll be worried about us. It'll mean a lot to him to know why we left, and that we're doing okay.
I've kind of given up on the fact that he's alive.
There are always surprises. The most powerful creature in the entire world.
I really love this dragon now. Them.
Dragons! The Zadian threat, we must call for a summit of the Petarchy.
You're out of order, Lord
Petarchy.
Buren. Only a king or queen can call for a summit. Frankly, I doubt the other rulers will even look at a message that doesn't bear the king's seal.
But this is a crisis of historic proportions!
None of that matters while we have no king. Therefore, our top and only priority must be finding the princes.
Yeah.
Until we do, our hands are tied.
I like this woman. She was in it last season too, like being like
Come
to
and get it, everyone.
Beer.
Elves and humans over here, and those with 3 or more legs can sit there with Fifi.
You named her Fifi?
She is a moon phoenix. Her name is short for Phoenix. My secret is that it's all fake.
What do you mean?
You know, fake.
Illusion.
They're delicious illusions. You're actually eating grubs.
Like as in, wow, this is some good grub.
No. Do you see what Fifi is eating?
That bowl of worms?
Yes, that's right. Those are grubs. The night the Dragon Prince was born, I sensed something amiss. Those strange purple wisps. Dark forces are pursuing you.
Yeah.
Nobody
What?
likes dark
Didn't you
forces.
say that 2 days ago?
Bye. Are seen, unless we get the wee dragon home to his mom.
I can't believe I'm gonna learn magic from a real mage.
How do you know I'm real? Don't worry, I'm
She is.
real. This is the moon henge. Thousands
So
of years
pretty.
ago, when
It's like
Savior
Stonehenge.
reached Ron Land, the ancient ancestors of Moonshadow elves performed fantastic rituals here.
That's
The
awesome.
legends say they could use the power of the Nexus to open a portal to another plane, a shimmering world beyond life and death. They decided it was safer to disable this magical place.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Ever since then, there has always been a guardian of the Nexus, whose duty is to prevent humans from discovering it.
What happens when humans do discover it? Do you... like, kill them?
She just does an illusion so they can't see it.
Kill them when you can break their brains with insane illusions.
Yeah. Vulnerability from Viren. It's cute. He's just gonna use the king's seal.
He's doing it! He's amazing! Yes! Yes, you can do this! Ezrin! You killed the Dragon Prince!
He's not dead. Oh, he fell into a bush.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt you.
There are 6 special places where the magic of primal energies are most pure and powerful in this world. Such a place is called a Nexus.
Like at the top of
This
the
is the
caldera.
Moon Nexus. Humans can't do magic.
But I did do magic.
Right. With a primal stone. But then you smashed it. So now you're just a standard human again.
This can't be. I thought magic was my thing. I was good at it.
It looks like you could use some cake.
That's really a plate of worms.
We believe in ourselves, and we're not giving up, are we?
Know what? Neither am I.
Good.
Sorry, I heard you calling for the Crow Lord. He's not here right now.
Then who are you?
Oh, well, I'm the Crow Master. It's sort of like assistant Crow Lord. Yeah, I just got promoted.
Congratulations. Are you able to send the mail?
These seem to bear the King's seal.
Yes.
Well, the King is, I can't send these.
You will send these to the leaders of the other 4 kingdoms immediately. If you refuse, you will also be,
Just wait till he leaves and don't send them. Like, how the fuck is he gonna know?
Growing up, I was supposed to learn horseback riding, sword fighting, archery, battle tactics. But I was so bad at everything.
But then you didn't give up? And you got good?
Well, no, I gave those up. But then I tried magic. And it felt right. It felt like I was finally good at something. I will learn magic. It's who I am.
But learning magic is not your destiny. You can't do primal magic because you weren't born connected to a primal source.
Maybe he was.
I don't get it. What do you mean connected?
In Sadia, all creatures are born connected to a primal
I feel like
source.
there's more to Callum than meets the eye, you know?
They have a piece of it inside them. We call that piece an arcanum.
Alright, so what is it? What's the Arcanum of the Moon?
The arcanum of the moon is about understanding the relationship between appearances and reality. Most people believe that reality is truth and appearances are deceiving. But those of us who know the moon arcanum understand we can only truly know the appearance itself.
I'm kind of worried something might happen to Rayla. Fuck.
Do it.
No. So I thought that was a really, really strong start to the second season. I hate the cliffhanger. Like, I'm pretty sure Rayla's gonna be okay, and Claudia and Soren are not going to kill her, but I am interested in what's gonna happen, because now Claudia and Soren are literally right on top of them. Is the moon mage lady Luann? I can't remember if that's her name or not. I'm just gonna call her that until somebody tells me that that's not her name or that it is, you know. But Luann, I think she was maybe she'll create an illusion that will put them off of them. I'm not really sure how else they will be able to escape Claudia and Soren at this time. So I'm gonna assume Luann's gonna do something with the illusion stuff that she has. I really enjoyed the Callum and magic aspect of this. I think that with Callum there might be more than meets the eye. He might have the, what did she call it? The arcane? Y'all tell me what it was, that people in Zadia are born with a connection to one of the primal sources, right? And so I just have a feeling that there's more to Callum than meets the eye, just like there's more to Ezran than meets the eye. He can understand animals, and maybe Callum also possesses some sort of magic, because I don't know if Ezran's is technically magic, but it's outside the realm of what a normal human can do, yeah? So I think that it's possible that Callum also is going to be able to do magic outside the realm of what a normal, typical human would be able to do. And I'm really interested to see if that's the case. In that same vein, I thought it was interesting that, or it was really cool to learn about the moon nexus, and that there are 6 places of power on this planet, I guess, that where the connection to the primal sources is stronger, so the magic that can be created there is greater. And I just think that that's really interesting and a really cool way to do it. And I just really like learning about the magic and the history of the magic in this world. Kind of like the Moonhenge place, right? Like, it was Stonehenge, but in this world. And just like Stonehenge was supposedly created by magic druids, Celtics, you know, that sort of thing. I thought it was really cool how they kind of brought that into this world, and like their version of Stonehenge was created by moon druids, and it was this place where, I guess, sort of the veil between these two worlds kind of was thinner, so they could create this place where it was more magical, if that makes any sense. I feel like that's what I understood from the story, is that they were able to bring these things from this other kind of dimension into our dimension, because the veil between it is thinner there. If that's completely wrong, just let me know. But I just thought it was really kind of cool and interesting, and I want to learn more about the magic of this world and what else can be created and all that stuff. As always, the dragon, well, as always, as in the last episode, I guess, the dragon was completely adorable little Zem, and I love him and Ezran's bond, and Ezran trying to teach him how to fly, and just all that cuteness was just cute, you know? Like, what else can I say? It was cute, and I liked it because it was cute. To go back to the beginning with Maya for a second, where is she? Is she actually where Viren said? Is she on the border of Katalis? You know, are the forces of Zadia actually, what's the word I'm looking? My cat sneezed. Oh my gosh, it scared me. Are the forces of Zadia actually banding together. What's going on there? Who was she fighting in the lava place, And why did she let the one person go? I'm interested in more about Maya. I like her. She's very cool, interesting character, and I want to see more of her this season and her being badass and all that stuff. Okay, so we need to talk about Viren because he was more prominent in this episode than he has been in the past few episodes. So he was having a high council meeting, and in this high council meeting he decided that he wants to call a summit of the five kingdoms, and it's called something with a P. Petrarch. That's the guy who wrote the Italian sonnet, isn't it? That's probably not what I'm thinking about. But he wants to call a summit of the five kingdoms because he believes that it's necessary for the protection of Catullus. And essentially the other high counselors have decided that he doesn't have the mojo, essentially, to do this because they would need the king's seal. Basically, none of the other kingdoms would agree to meet with him without it because he doesn't have the distinction, really. He's not powerful enough or important enough to call this meeting. So they believe that they need to make finding the princes a top priority because without a ruler, Catullus is going to fall into anarchy, chaos, all that stuff. And so instead of, accepting this decision with the usual grace and decorum of Viren, he decided to threaten the guy who sends the messages and just send them with the king's seal anyway. It's about what you would expect from Viren, really, to be honest. I'm interested to know how it's going to go because presumably if these other kingdoms agree to meet, then they're going to realize at the summit that King Harrow is not there. And how are they going to handle being lied to? I'm going to assume not well, but, I don't know. We'll see. I did think that it was interesting that Viren had a moment of reflection and humanity that we haven't seen from him in a while, like just a moment of quiet solitude, which I really enjoyed seeing from him. He looks at the picture of King Harrow and his wife and children, and I think it made him hesitate for a second, which is interesting. I do think a part of Viren genuinely cared about the king and the kids. I don't know if that part of Viren exists anymore or is the dominant part of him anymore, but I do think that it did exist at some point, and I'm kind of interested to know more about it because he also had that moment of hearing the battle on the night that King Harrow died, which also seems reflective and introspective and all these interesting things for Viren. So I want to see more of that from his character. Also, speaking of King Harrow, is he dead? Is a question that I find myself asking. I know last season I had sort of posited the possibility that maybe he wasn't dead because I've sort of been conditioned to think if there's not a body, then that character could come back. I mean, my favorite show is Supernatural, so it's very possible in that show. So, I don't know. I'm not 100% ready to give up on the possibility that King Harrow may not be dead. Alright guys, so I think that is everything. I am really looking forward to seeing more of Callum and Luann and how Callum is going to handle this setback on his journey. I think that he will learn to use magic, and I think that he'll use it in a good way. And I think that it's possible that he has magic within him, just like Ezrin, I think, has some sort of magic within him since he's able to communicate with animals. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with Rayla and Claudia and Soren. Don't think she's going to die. I'm excited to see more of what's going to happen with Viren and Katalis and Amaya, thinking of Supernatural again. Amaya and the little baby dragon and just everything. I'm just excited to see it, to see more of the show, and yeah. As always, just let me know what you thought below. No spoilers, please. And yeah, just talk to me, guys. And I think that's it. So until next time, bye, guys.